going on, everyone? Happy Thursday. I've been a little bit dodgy lately when it comes to actually posting up my videos, and the reason being is in large part due to actually what you're looking at right now. You can see this video is a little bit darker than some of my other ones, and the reason being is actually because I'm in Canada and because I'm in Toronto. It's starting to get darker earlier in the day. So my previous routine, which I had set up throughout the summer and even just going into the fall, where I was basically working throughout the day and filming my video towards the end of the day, usually between, I'd say, 4 p.m. till about 7 p.m., that just doesn't work anymore. Now, I basically will have to readjust, or I have been trying to readjust, and figure out how to somehow film the video throughout the middle of the day during my work day, or film it one day prior to when I actually post it. So it's sort of just a little bit of an adjustment I'm trying to figure out. Aside from that, what I could do is get some actual lighting and, you know, really illuminate myself a little bit better than I currently am. So I'm considering both options, and I'm just trying to decide what's going to work best for me. Unlike many other YouTubers, I don't really rely on YouTube as a source of income. I don't really rely on, it's not really my job, it's not really my career or anything like that. I really do it as a hobby. I do it for entertainment, and I do it really just to create this conversation and share what's on my mind with some other people. If people are like-minded and they have similar thoughts, you know, it's great. We can have that conversation. We can talk about health, fitness, technology. We can talk about music. We can really talk about anything whatsoever. I'm open to whatever. It's all good. So if you want, you can always message me on Kick, and I'll leave that in the link. I'll leave it in the description below. You can also take a look right somewhere in this video. I'll annotate it. Add me on Kick and ask me any questions you may have. So what I actually wanted to talk about today was basically a conversation I did have on Kick recently. Now, I have a lot of people that do add me, and it's mostly from Instagram. So you know, they'll randomly message me, and then I'll just sort of have a little conversation or a little chat. If I don't respond, if you do add me and I don't respond to you, you know, my apologies. In some cases, I just don't get around to it. You know, I get the notification on my phone, and sometimes those notifications will just build up, or I'll be preoccupied and completely forget about the message, and then I won't get back to it till later. But anyways, I did have a conversation with someone recently, and I won't mention her name, but it was a young girl, I think she was 16 years old or so, maybe 17 years old, and she was wondering why she is feeling a little bit depressed. Usually towards the tail end of the day, she kind of has some sort of melancholy, or just general, she just feels down. It's sort of just a down type of feeling. Now, she is trying to get healthy and be active and all that other stuff, and I was asking her what her diet is like. So let me run this. I'll run through it as quick as I possibly can. You know what? I'll even pull up the message just so I don't screw things up here. Now, she basically ran through her dietary habits, and you know, I gotta say, I wasn't too surprised when I actually read this, because it seems to me like it's all pretty clear. However, for a lot of people, they aren't really familiar with you know, nutrition and dieting and health and fitness in general, so perhaps this wasn't so clear to this individual. Okay, so she says, when I wake up, I'm hungry and I grab a quick snack. Then because I feel sick in the next hour, so like today I had some gummies and like a 90-calorie brownie. Sorry, I'm having trouble reading this message at this. It's very broken. Anyways, so she wakes up, she has I guess a bag of gummies, and then she'll have a 90-calorie brownie for a snack. And then later in the day, she'll have a lunch, and she'll have an apple with another 90-calorie brownie. And then in the evening, she'll have whatever her mom makes for dinner. She says, lately I've been eating even less because I've been sort of depressed. And instead of eating more, I do the opposite. So basically, she won't eat. She's not eating enough. So from this, what I gather and what I take from it is that she's not eating the proper nutrients throughout the day. She's really getting up in the morning and having a snack or a breakfast or whatever it may be, which is like sugar-packed gummy bears and a brownie, which is also just bad carbs and fats. So what's ended up happening is that she's taking all these sugars in the beginning of the day. This is her morning, and it's like you're having a sugar high, and then you spike, and then all of a sudden it starts to tail off, and you crash towards the end of the day. She's starting to feel a little bit depressed, a little bit upset, you know, and that's going to happen when you have those sugars, when you have all that garbage food, when you have genetically modified foods. You tend to feel okay, or you feel great in that moment when you're consuming that food. It's almost like a little trick that the food plays on your mind, that you're feeling okay while you're eating it and consuming it, and afterwards you're just going to feel like trash. You're going to feel terrible. So you're going to eat all this brownie chocolate goodness, and it's so, yes, I love it so much, it's so yummy, and all of a sudden you stop eating. Maybe 1 or 2 hours later, after you've digested, you start to think, wow, I'm feeling really lethargic right now. I need to take a nap. And that's what ends up happening. So what I suggested that this individual do, and what I suggest that anyone do, I hope that no one's eating that way, because that's pretty ridiculous, but what I suggested is that she try to swap out some of these really bad sugars and carbs and fats and all that nasty stuff, all that genetically modified garbage, swap it for some healthy organic substitutes. For instance, if you were to wake up and instead of having sugar like brownies or whatever other garbage you're going to have in the morning, even a lot of cereals are going to give you that same effect. Honey Nut Cheerios and all these other, I don't even know them, Count Chocula, I think, or they all have cartoony sort of mascots. Anyways, and that's all to target the kids. That's a whole other discussion. I'm not even going to get into that. What needs to be done is swap out these things for a healthy substitute. I've mentioned the breakfast bowl quite a bit, and I have a breakfast bowl regularly. Link in the description below to my Instagram. Have a look at some of my breakfast bowls. They're pretty awesome. So I actually had one this morning too. All you really need for a breakfast bowl is some Greek yogurt, maybe get some cottage cheese or something. Put it on your bottom as your base layer, and so just you got a bowl, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese on the bottom. Then sprinkle some granola on top, or some nuts. I like to do both. I like to do some nuts. I like to do some almonds, or some hazelnuts, some like crunched up hazelnuts. Sprinkle those on top. Then go for the fruit. Here's where you're getting your sugars. Here's where you're getting your healthy carbs, your healthy sugars, your stuff that's going to fuel you, and you're not going to crash. You're going to eat this stuff. You're going to have that great set-off morning, and you're going to maintain. And it'll get you through the day. There's no spike, there's no crash, there's no shitty, lethargic, depressed feeling after that. So have the breakfast bowl, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, nuts, fruits on top, and then sprinkle some cinnamon. So you could literally just go cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, granola, almonds, whatever nuts you want to do, and then throw on some blueberries, some chopped apples, some chopped banana, and then sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon. And you are good to go. You're going to get a sugar fix, and it's going to taste fucking fabulous. I gotta say, you're going to love it more than if you were to pop open a bag of gummies or any brownies or any shit like that. You're going to feel great while you eat it. You're going to feel great after you eat it. So this is what I recommend doing. If people are wondering what to eat in the morning or what's going to sustain them throughout the day, you could have a midday breakfast bowl if you really want. You can just modify that thing to the ends of the earth, because it's really just whatever you grab, just put it in. As long as you're grabbing from organic, earth-grown, healthy nutrients, you're good to go. You're set. That's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to talk about. I feel like I've ranted a little bit here, but it kind of caught me off guard getting that message, and I just felt I needed to talk about it. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about what to eat throughout the day, what to eat in the morning, evenings, let me know. Leave it in the comment section down below. I'm not a nutritionist per se. I'm a common senseologist. It really is only common sense. You can't grab a bag of fucking gummies and eat that in the morning. That's just ridiculous. So that's all I wanted to talk about. Have yourself a great Thursday. I'll probably post up some videos soon. I have again, a lot of figuring out to do with the lighting, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Take care.